fought hard to keep the Pine Harbour Library open. But Katie's nosy neighbor across the road, Frances Schmidt, was also sitting in the front row, sure to have a half-formed opinion about whatever tonight's topic might be. And right behind her were two of the Kincaid brothers. Owen, the oldest, the EMT supervisor who had helped Olivia with a plan to save the library. Josh, the second youngest, sat next to him. The mechanic was a brash hothead, just as likely as Mrs. Schmid to go off half-cocked, but his instincts were at least in the same direction as Katie's, all for change and innovation. No sign of the second oldest Kincaid brother, though. Will. Mr. Kincaid. He would probably correct her, which would be yet another blow to the secret fact that she'd once had a crush on the guy. 2 crushes, really, separated by 15 years. Katie's first crush on Will lasted from when she was 12 years old to right before her 14th birthday. He'd recently left Pine Harbour to go to university and brought home a girl his first weekend back for a visit. Even at 14, Katie knew better than to pine for unavailable men. Her second crush bloomed on her return to Pine Harbour at the age of 28 and quietly hummed under her skin, a secret she liked enough when she was alone, but that made her a bit nervous if she thought about it too much or ever considered acting upon it. But the thing about crushes, she'd learned over the winter that she turned 30, was that they weren't real. They were one-sided, a figment of her imagination, and based entirely on the idea of a man. And her idea of who Will Kincaid might be ran smack into the reality of who he kept showing her he was, an irritating rule stickler with zero capacity for fun. The worst of the 5 Kincaid brothers by far, although she didn't know Seth very well. The middle brother was a float plane pilot who lived north of Manitoulin Island and flew home to have breakfast with his brothers at the diner once a month. Or at least, that was Katie's casual, outsider observation. She tried not to spend much time thinking about Will these days. You scanned the room looking for him as soon as you arrived. Sure, but that had been unconscious. Conscious thoughts about him were limited to how annoying he was. The last time she'd had a real conversation with the community school principal, he'd basically told her to her face that he thought the best idea she'd had in a year was stupid. Well, she thought his face was stupid, so there. Ugh. Why did he bring out the most childish responses in her? She hated that. As she settled against the back wall, grateful to have her latte and butter tart to keep her company for the wait before the meeting started, she pulled out her phone to check her email, which pinged yet another subconscious thought about Mr. Kincaid. Email was the only way she communicated with Will these days. It started last October with a story posted online about her new vision to save the Tired Bachelor auction event to raise money for the Pine Harbour Animal Shelter. A vision Will had basically told her wouldn't work, and then she'd gone and done it anyway. From Will Kincaid to Catie Berton. Katie, congratulations on your new position as the chair of the Pine Harbour Cares weekend fundraising event. It sounds like you're taking the bachelor auction to the next level. I've been a bachelor on that stage before. Count me in. The gall of him to just assume he was the type of bachelor she was looking for, and after he'd told her the Pine Harbour Cares pitch wouldn't work, she replied, of course. From Catie Berton to Will Kincaid. Hi, Will. Thank you for your interest in the auction. At this time, I'm only looking to recruit 1 or 2 more eligible auction participants in a different demographic, and I'm not sure you're the right fit. We could find something else for you to do, maybe the Master of Ceremonies instead. He, on the other hand, did not reply. And then in November, she had reason to email him about another matter. From Catie Berton to Will Kincaid. Mr. Kincaid. It was quite the surprise for the main